I just wanted to come on real quick, and I want to be very clear before I say anything else. Um, Yesterday, my niece was shot, right? And it's about like I don't. Yeah, I'm not going to share any details or the location or any names, but I think that sometimes we have a tendency to see and hear these kinds of stories, and we may be like, oh damn, that's messed up, or you know dang, that's sad, and just keep scrolling past. um, I just know that this act was extremely unnecessary and extremely uncalled for. And again, without going into all of the details and this, that, and the third, because for me, this is not about clicks and views. I'm not coming to you as a reporter, but this is from a family perspective. So when I got the call yesterday, I immediately stopped what I was doing, um, because I had to go, one, gather my thoughts like and gather my emotions to try to figure out what's going on and be there for my sister and my niece. So, you know, eventually my sister called and said, well, don't come to the hospital. They're only letting two people up here at a time, and this, that, and the third. And she didn't have all of the information and details regarding what had happened to her daughter, to my niece, yesterday at that time. So what we knew was this happened in broad daylight. Children were outside playing or getting out of school, whatever the case may have been. And like, was this a case of wrong place, wrong time, or was she intentionally set up? You know, still have a lot of questions that still haven't been answered. Uh, she was grazed, but she survived, which is amazing. But she also has some other injuries that, I'm not going to discuss here as a result of what happened. And I think a lot of times, myself included, we see stories and or hear stories like this, and, you know, we sympathize and empathize, but it doesn't really affect us until it hits home. You know, we don't think about the aftermath of the decisions that someone else has made that has caused the whole family pain and suffering, and just trying to figure out why and come to conclusions and get answers. We don't think about the hospital visits and the rushing here and rushing there and trying to sort everything out and to try to calm everybody down in a chaotic situation. I don't know, man. And I just feel that, we have to be more aware of our surroundings. It's not about being scared of being in your city or that city, you know what I'm saying? And I love Atlanta. This is my home. This is where I'm from, So it's not about walking around being scared, but you have to definitely be more aware of your surroundings, because just because everybody's smiling in your face don't mean everybody like you. And you may not know who is out to do you no good for the sake of them trying to come up And, sometimes I know that people in general, they post things online about their lifestyle and things that they're doing and things that they are accomplishing. And I think that's great. And we just have to get to a place where we police our own selves uh, in regards to what it is that we're showing and what it is that we are allowing other people to see. Because we never know who is watching, who is plotting and who's trying to scheme against us. But all I know is this is something that definitely should not have happened. And I've already seen the videos that have been made about it that, have thousands of views and hundreds of comments on them and this, that, and the third. And, you got a lot of people laughing in the comments and just because of the people that were doing commentary on it, you know. But it's really not a laughing matter. And we have to remember that these headlines, they have a human being attached to them. It's someone's life that has forever changed. You know, um, we don't know what type of post-traumatic stress that someone may have as a result of this, the nightmares and what other physical ailments that someone may have as a result of someone else's actions just because they were the ones that decided to choose violence and unnecessarily so, like literally. It didn't make any sense. So, I could say a lot more, but I'm not because I want to be respectful and mindful as possible. Uh, Not just because it's my family, but because it is my family also. But I think that we do have to approach these type of situations delicately. People always come up with speculations and accusations, and that's the title of. Oh, okay, I'm back. But yeah. So uh, I don't know. You know, I've lost my train of thought. Well, I was saying that the name of this channel is speculations and accusations. So if we speculate everything and accuse it, everyone, myself included. But y'all stay safe out there in these streets, no matter what streets you may be on, no matter where you are in the world, because some people really just don't mean you no good. And again, this was a unfortunate accident that took place, but I am so thankful and so grateful that my niece is still here with us. Um, we have everyone rallying around her. She has a long road to recovery, but she's going to be just fine. So, um, drop me a comment, leave me, if something like this has happened to you or if you've been through something similar, share your thoughts and opinions here, and hit that like button and subscribe. And I will check in with y'all on the next video. Until then, I'm out.